mainly talking about Apple's new products they're going to release. The Apple Watch Series 8, the AirPods Pro 2, and the iPhone 14. I can't wait to get to the iPhone 14. Boy, I got some shit to say about these iPhones. The Apple September event. The letters to Tim Cook. First of all, who the fuck writes letters anymore? And they all sounded the same. Boy, those were the fakest fucking letters that was the fakest fucking thing I've ever heard and seen in my life. Okay, one good thing they did with the Apple Watch, they added an always on display. I'll get to that with the iPhone. It's swim-proof, dust-proof, and crack-resistant. Good. We're going to need some swim-proof fucking watches with all the whining everybody's doing nowadays. Fucking whiny asses. One of the problems I had with this whole event is they kept saying connectivity. They took the word connectivity and they kept saying connectivity. They would either say con-activity or they would say connectivity. They would like split the word in half. Connectivity. Talk like us, you fucking aliens. Could you talk like you're from this planet at least? Who says connectivity? Who talks like that, stupid ass? Women's health feature, I don't care. I'm not a woman, and I don't care what anybody says. The only man you should explain this to as a woman is your doctor and your husband, if you have one. Those are the only two men you should be talking about your problems to. Assuming your doctor is a man. You know, maybe it is. And if I was a woman, I'm not sure I'd want anybody knowing that much about my body. When my period is coming and when I'm whatever the hell you women have. And by the way, it's not something you just talk about. Like you don't just get with the guys and talk about football and work and periods. You know, women's period. You don't need to be talking about that. Another problem. What the fuck about men's health? Men have health problems too. I would like to see some men's health features. Okay, we don't fucking bleed once a month. But men still have problems that I think we should be looking at too. Goddamn notifications. Let's see. Oh yeah, crash detection. Don't care. Fast charging. That's a good thing. We need fast charging. Everything should charge faster. Sleep stages. Okay, so I wear the watch during the day to tell time and my fitness and check my heart rate and all these other things, and then it tracks my sleep patterns. I'm assuming I have to wear the watch in order to do that. So when do I charge the thing if I'm always using it? Because the time when I take off the watch to charge it, I might need it to be on to recognize something. Something might go wrong with me that the Apple Watch won't see because I'm not wearing it. So that's a problem. I should never take it off if that's the case. And they made the battery life longer. Speaking of longer battery life, real quick, I don't think I should have to. I shouldn't have to put my device in low power mode to get more power out of it. That should be like an emergency thing. They have the Series 8 Ultra, which is their durable watch. No flat edges, by the way. Neither one of these watches has a flat edge like we thought we were going to get. It's more durable and more safe. They basically just made it more durable. They made it a little bigger and more durable, and added they just added more safety features. Like you hit a little panic button, and a little thing goes off 600 feet for everyone to hear, in case you cry and miss your mom, or you're dying or whatever. Cool story, bro. I mean, the Apple Watch Series 8 looks cool. I might get one eventually, because I have the Series 4. They're going to use the Series 8 is going to have the same chip as the Series 7, I believe. Which to me, it doesn't matter, because I have the Series 4, so any watch I get is going to be an upgrade. The AirPods Pro 2, I'm actually excited for, because I have the Pro 1. Everybody remembers when Apple used to have their little earbuds come with the phone. Those things could never fit in my ear. What? An elephant couldn't wear those fucking... The things don't... Just a big fucking... Who has ears shaped like that? Whose ears are shaped like that? Take a satellite dish and cut it in half and then shove it in your ear. That'll fit. Who's? But the AirPods Pro fit. Those are the only things in the whole world that fit my ears. They put a speaker inside the case to help you find the case. If anybody has the Apple Watch and you lose your phone, you hit a little panic button on your watch, and it makes your phone bing to help you find your phone. Yeah, they added that with the AirPods Pro. They have that speaker will make a little bing noise when you've lost your earbuds or your case, which maybe you've lost your earbuds and not your case. Maybe your earbuds are not in your case and ings they're lost, and maybe you find your case and not your earbuds. I think that's kind of dumb. I don't know how that works. And then also it bings when you're charging it. And I should have MagSafe charging. Speaking of charging, they have MagSafe charging in the AirPods Pro 2. And they still have the lightning port, so you can charge the case with MagSafe and with a lightning port at the same time. They also have personalized spatial audio. I don't know how that works, but somehow you use your iPhone's camera to make personalized spatial audio. Oh my God, so many words. Apparently the noise canceling is better somehow. It's twice as better. The battery life is better. And they also added a little spot for a lanyard on the case, which means Apple, of course, is going to sell you, they're going to have a lanyard to sell you. And of course, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy the AirPods Pro 2, and I'm going to buy the lanyard because it's cool. And you can personalize the case now and put your name on it. One thing I find kind of dumb, you can't put your name. Okay, you can put your name or you can put your memoji, but you can't have both. You can't have like your first name, memoji, and then last name. You can't have your first name and last name with your memoji in the middle. That's dumb. You should be able to do that. And for my favorite part of the event, the iPhone 14. Fuck the iPhone 14. The fucking thing sucks. We thought we were gonna we got a new model, but we thought it was gonna be called Max, and instead we're gonna get the iPhone 14 Plus, not Max. That's dumb. If we think it's called something, or you're gonna do something, you need to do that thing that we think you're gonna do. I don't know. Maybe I need to stop watching leaks videos. They mentioned iOS 16, but they didn't talk about iOS 16. That's a fail. You need to talk about iOS 16. The iPhone 14 finally has an always-on display, and the thing about always on displays is, if you can imagine, let's say a lamp, for example. If you're always turning on and off the lamp, that makes the light bulb wear out faster. It will lower the cost of, I mean, you can't leave it on because that would raise your electricity bill, but leaving it on would make the light bulb last longer. So it's kind of the same thing with your phone. If the display, you put on my phone, you put your phone face down, and then the display turns off, and then every time there's a notification, the screen will come on, show you the notification, and then shut back off. And then show you notification and shut back off. And show you notification and shut back off. And the more it does that, it wears down the battery faster. It's not necessarily because of the notifications. It's because your display is constantly going on and off and on and off and on and off. So having the display always on is going to help the battery life better. And we're getting HDR and Dolby Vision on our phone. So if you have, let's say you have a 13 like I do, and you get the 14, get me one too, by the way. Not only will you get 120 hertz, but you will get HDR and Dolby Vision and all that good shit. And Apple is finally going to do away with the SIM card slot. My fucking provider, they're not fucking tech savvy enough to know what the fucking eSIM is. They know what a SIM card is, but they don't know what an eSIM is. I'll bet you $50 they don't know what it is. I'll bet you $75 they can't even spell eSIM, let alone know what the fucking eSIM is. They're so goddamn dumb. They're like, oh my god, they're like cavemen at an Amish convention. They're so fucking, they're so retarded. And the second to last thing is the dynamic island. Okay, so real quick, well, you can't. You see this little notch here? Okay, on the iPhone 14, they made the notch, they dropped it down and made it and rounded off the edge. And they basically turned the notch into a second display. So it's going to be able to increase in size and go smaller. It's going to be able to go wider and bigger and smaller and have things display inside the notch. Because they can't make it a pinhole notch because that would be copying Samsung. So what they're going to do, because Apple is known for being innovative, they have to do something that nobody else is doing, which is different. By the way, real quick, there's a difference between being innovative and doing something different that nobody else is doing. Okay, just because you're doing something that nobody else is doing doesn't mean you're being innovative. You're just stupid. Okay, the new Apple doesn't know how to be innovative. Okay, the dynamic island is not innovative. That's just them not wanting to give customers what they want. We want a pinhole notch. We want a pinhole. We want the notch to be smaller. We don't want a fucking dynamic island. And my last complaint about the new iPhone, actually this is with all iPhones, but mainly the 14 finally has a 48 megapixel camera. Okay, fuck the iPhone's camera. Okay, this is not a camera, and this phone is not a camera. Okay, who the hell wants to hold the phone like this? This is the most, like, if you forget about the MagSafe battery pack, okay, this is not a camera. Holding it like this, that does not make it a good camera. Okay, that's fucking stupid. That's not a camera. Just because it has 4K just because it has 60 frames per second at 4K, it has ProRes and it has stabilization. By the way, you can't shoot in ProRes at 4K 60. If you want ProRes, you have to shoot 4K 30, which I think is dumb. There should be no limits, and you should be able to record as long as you want with no overheating and you should get to have your cake and eat it too. Anyway, that's fucking stupid. Okay, the iPhone is not a camera. Okay. This is the GoPro Hero 10. This is a camera. This is a Canon 80D. This is a camera. It's an old model, and Canon doesn't make this anymore, but this is more of a camera than the iPhone will ever be. This big motherfucker is a fucking camera. This is a hefty fucking... This is a big bitch. Okay, this fucking thing, it's supposed to be Canon's compact camera. By the way, the battery life sucks on these things. This is a camera. Okay, you've got a remote. This is a LANC, LAN or LANC or LNCA, whatever. I call it LANC. But yeah, you clamp this onto a tripod, and this is a remote for when you're using a tripod. You clip it onto your tripod, and you don't have to reach up and shake the camera to hit a button. You can just use this remote. It's got a mount for a shotgun. It's got a cold shoe mount for a monitor, and they have built-in lenses, so you don't have to swap lenses, but they sell you adapters for wide-angle video and telephoto. They built in the lens, so you're not changing lenses, but they still sell you an adapter, defeating the purpose of a built-in lens, which is dumb. But anyway, this is a better camera. It doesn't shoot 4K, but this camera is still a better camera than the iPhone's camera will ever be. This Zoom Q8N 4K, it doesn't have stabilization, and the built-in monitor sucks, and there's no cold shoe mount, and there's no 3.5 millimeter microphone jack, so you can use the Rode Wireless Go 2 or anything like that. But this camera is still all the cameras that I just mentioned are still better cameras than the iPhone camera will ever be. George Lucas, that's that fucker's name. If George Lucas had an iPhone 14 Pro Max in 1980 whatever, when he was filming Star Wars, I'll bet you two of my favorite guitars and my half stack, he wouldn't have used it to film Star Wars. Even if he liked it, he wouldn't have used it to film Star Wars, because it's not a real camera. Okay, fuck Apple. I should be in control. I know what's best. I know what you want. I know how to be innovative. Somebody needs to fucking give me money and let me make a phone, and I'll show you how it works. I'll show you how to be innovative. Once again, I'm the subcultured outcast, coming to you from high atop Mount Bitch-Ass. He who climbs the top of Mount Bitch-Ass shall be king of all bitch-asses, making him a bitch-ass no longer. Fuck Apple. So